It says it's gonna
Aha!
be-
Got it. We should be live.
Oh, are we live yet?
Are we live?
Hello.
Can you hear
Are we
me?
live?
Can you hear me? I should be live to Rumble now. Just the background live.
I
no
can't hear
sound.
anything. I'm not hearing an echo of like us. So
It should be coming through now. Because it's showing me that on Streamster. Oh, fuck this. Hello. Can anyone hear me? Are you there, Sydney?
Hello? Is it me you're
No.
looking for?
no, it's obviously no one's like seeing it because we're not. Live.
This is why you do a test stream. I've got 20 watching on thingy.
Exactly. 20 people are watching the like.
20 people are watching me fail. Oh no, I think we're live. 20 watching. Oh yes, we're live. We're live on Rumble. We're live on Rumble.
Yeah, we're live.
I'm still waiting for a code from YouTube. Oh, apparently I'm live on YouTube, but nothing on Rumble. Okay,
yeah,
Rumble should be working now.
Hello.
I just
I
don't
can't
hear
hear
me.
my voice, so you know.
Are we live? Okay,
Yeah,
should
I
be working now. Yes,
Hello,
here we
can
go.
you hear me?
Here we go. Kink's worked out.
Hello.
I just
I
don't
can't hear my
Hear me.
hello, so you know.
Yes, live on
Oh,
Rumble,
wow.
live on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube's. I
Are you
can't
sure?
do anything with YouTube because it's telling me. So I'm waiting for a.
Oh shit, we're live. Yeah, we are live on Rumble. Thank fuck.
Yeah.
Just had to refresh it. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'd noticed that. If you're watching on, so I'll put a message on Rumble that you need to refresh. If you.
I can hear my ears.
And I'm going to type in
All is
14
right with the
words and see if I look. Oh, so I type in 14 words, and the first thing that comes up is, "Can Alexa talk to the dead? Can Alexa communicate with the dead?" Tuesday tirade
be a
and
good
experiment
topic.
talk. The show must go on.
Hey, should we do that
Grift
for
Queen,
science?
Elijah
Talk to the
Blue is a
dead for
liar.
Alexa.
Oh, there is a 14 words.
Right, so about 10 minutes ago, I asked for an authentication code from Google, and it still hasn't come through yet.
Terrible.
I literally did this a minute ago. I literally did this last week to verify that it's me, and obviously between last week and now, I might be a different person. So you have to check these things out. Don't you look? Is this? Are we doing? Looks like we're doing crap dystopia by default.
Yeah, I think that's the topic, right?
I got 14 watching on Rumble. I'm quite impressed with that.
There we go.
So eventually some point the thing will come through, but we're live on Rumble and we're live on YouTube. What are we going to talk about then, lads?
Well, welcome to our show, 14 Words, which has been running for a number of years now, and we like to discuss all things 14, don't we?
Yeah, so 14 is pertaining to Charles Fort. Charles Hoyfort. That's his middle name, Charles Hoyfort.
Wow.
Who had some interesting things to say, especially about scientific and paranormal topics.
He was a big fan of he was a big I
science.
fucking love science guy, weren't he?
So are we. We love science.
Like me, he was a science enjoyer.
Yes.
Yes, so Charles Hoyfort, his name was. He was born August 6th, 1874 to May the 3rd, 1932. So he's just passed his 100th birthday then.
Wait, 1874
Yeah.
to 1932.
32.
That's 60. That's 60 odd years.
No. Oh, yeah. No. Because we're 20. Oh, yeah. I'm being a fucking spacker. I was just... I'd fell through a time vortex, and I think it's 2032.
As we know, time travel makes you gay.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say not Rumble. Is that allowed?
Everyone's saying, can you remember Rumbelows? Do you remember the Rumbelows Cup? The Rumbelows Cup.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm glad we sorted out the kinks.
Cool.
Yeah, so I got that sorted. So yeah, it was just the you have to change it to external decoder. There's one of the settings, and that was the one I hadn't done. So there we go. So we're live on Rumble, which we're going to start doing. Are we going to start doing the unwashed bit where we do the first hour on YouTube and the second hour on Rumble?
Oh, no, don't do it. Oh, that's cringe.
Well, I like the idea of that. If only so that at the end of the first hour we can put the cool theme song I put on instead of the shit theme song.
That is the cool theme song. That's the that's the musical joining of you and Zero, who's in the chat now.
Yeah, but the new song is a musical joining of me and Zero. I mean, have you ever listened to it?
No.
There's even a bit where Zero says, I was in this altered state, and I thought, that's brilliant, that's going into it. So I've got that clip there.
Wesley says you can say fuck and bugger on your Rumble.
Oh,
really?
Nice.
Yeah.
We're live on... You know what? I've got my NAS turned on, and I'm connected to the Wi-Fi with it. So let me just have a look. I'm going to go into music. It's being slow because I'm transferring some films over. Glorious speed of 1.73 megabytes a second. That's better than a kick in the bollocks, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got Zero in the chat. Zero's going to rejoin us again, talking about psychic questing. But not for psychic questing of what you were talking about, Hobbit.
Psychic what? Questing?
Yes.
Okay. Going on the quest to like
fuck hamburger.
Oh, I was going to say not like the Clockwork Elves where you go into hyperspace and then if you're are we allowed to talk about certain ethnicities on the Rumbles?
Probably not.
Because
probably not.
The glorious.
We live in this dystopia orbit, right? You know, just because it's on the internet doesn't mean.
Okay. So we got this glorious, wonderful scholars, joggers, scholarly joggers, right? And if they take DMT and see the Clockwork Elves, it turns out they're really racist. They're basically just like an interdimensional Beavis and Butthead when they're going like, get out of here, you suck. So, like, the scholarly joggers have bad trips on DMT because the Clockwork Elves are rude to them. It's like, you're not welcome in our dimension. So there's Joe Rogan, promoting DMT use, and he's basically just saying, I hate scholarly joggers. The only good scholarly jogger is a dead scholarly jogger. If you didn't want to be shot, what are you doing? Skulking around hunting for ghosts at 2 a.m.
By scholarly joggers, do you mean Roman Britons?
Oh yes, that's right.
Cheddar man.
Those were scholarly joggers.
Cheddar man.
The cheddar man.
Cheddar man.
Yeah, so we do a bit of anthropology, we do a bit of science, we do a bit of paranormal. We just do any subject which is Fortean.
Yeah,
really. Which is quite a few things, really, I suppose.
Stuff falling out the sky. How brilliant scientists are.
We love scientists, don't we, on this show?
We love scientists. Oh, suits you, sir. Science.
When they apply for the grants and they get them, and then they go and do shark science. Oh, suits you, sir.
Oh, sir.
Oh, yeah. Do they like it, sir? Will you get your findings published in New Scientist, sir?
Oh, sir. Oh, sir. Did you put a probe in its butthole? Oh, sir. Suits you, sir.
Oh, sir. Did you write
Did
your
you keep
engineering
electrocuting them
thesis
whilst
on a
they're trying to go to
sir?
sleep?
Yeah. Did you invent a genetic fucking banana, sir? While you were banging the house, the Lord's mistress.
Did you invent a new greenhouse, sir? Or suits you, sir? Did you invent a new type of glass for your greenhouse? Suits you.
Did you plan Crystal Palace on a napkin, sir? Ooh, suits you, sir.
Are you going to publish your findings of shark science and further human understanding? Suits you, sir. Are you going to put tiny little shrimp on the treadmill and charge the US government $50 million for doing the experiment? Suits you.
Oh, mate,
do they like it?
Are we allowed
do
to
they
do
like
that?
it?
Or do we need to do
that? Well, unfortunately, you can't because somebody already else has. But,
isn't feeding moonrocks to cockroaches brilliant?
Isn't the moon landing great, right?
Can we do aardvarks?
They went to the moon. They're not shrimp, though, so, shrimp science is what the US government's interested in. Yeah. Isn't the moon landing great, right? They went over there, and then they was like, but actually, you know what? It was a bit boring, so they taped over the tapes with the moon landing with these extenders or out.
The Kardashians.
Did you invent a gene therapy which could kill and harm millions of people, sir? Suits you.
Still no authorization code to from Google.
Do you have to verify yourself on YouTube? All suits you,
once
sir?
a week, sir. All suits you, sir. 11 minutes the show's been going. 11 minutes the show's been going, and still they haven't sent me a code yet.
If I had a Rumble account, I'd sign in right now, and I would say something rude.
Would you?
Oh, apparently I do have a...
Thank God for that, then.
Apparently
Thank God
I
for
do have
poverty internet.
Verify your account to chat. Account status not verified. I just heard myself in the background.
Oh, who suits you, sir?
Right. I'm gonna be on the Rumbles now, everybody.
You're gonna get on the Rumbles?
Oh yeah. So phone number without country codes. Yes, I'm going to give my totally legitimate telephone number. Let's see.
Those are good old days.
My totally legitimate telephone number: 07392 681.
Do you remember, who was that comedian that used to do the bit about the girls doing the sex lines? Are you a local girl in my area? What are you doing up at 3 o'clock in the morning? I'll ring you in the morning.
681-870. There you go. There's my totally legitimate number. You can give me a ring if you want. Don't give me a ring. Send a text.
Give you a ring tonight, Robert. When you're asleep.
That's it. Yeah. I just got a text message.
Yeah, Rumble are very good, unlike fucking Google.
Yeah, so I just sent it off, and it's like, bear in mind I'm on poverty internet, so it took like seconds to do. It's almost just a Google are saying like, yeah, we know what you're doing. And,
no, I think Google are like, yeah, we've got enough people signed up now. Do you want to fuck off?
Yeah. Isn't Google brilliant, right? They took over a great video sharing platform and then said, you can't upload to it because you say fucking bugger.
Yeah.
Now that I've verified myself, if I refresh the chat, let's have a look.
Guy Fawkes got one of your followers in, Hobbit. He says, which one of you is Lionel Fanthorpe? I don't know. I think Hobbit's got the closest to Lionel Fanthorpe's ASMR. I think.
Who is Lionel Fanthorpe?
The motorcycle vicar from 14 TV.
Oh yeah. No, I know. Yeah, he's
still
cool,
alive. You know, he's still going.
Good man.
Zero says Brian Cox. Zero says Brian Cox is a possible android. I think you might want to change that to probable. Is he a sex pot gone rogue? Is that what we're saying about Brian Cox? Brian Cox.
Do androids dream of Brian Cox?
Do android sheep dream of Brian Cox?
I don't know. Do androids need like chapstick for their fucking lips?
Need it for their ass when Brian Cox is about.
Isn't Brian Cox amazing, right? What he does is he walks slowly in a park or a science place and explaining basic scientific concepts like it's.
Do you remember when he was a teenager on the Fast Show? It stars brilliant.
What? Wait.
Oh yeah. Paul Whitehouse was doing Brian Cox's bit before him. They're really far away, but
it stars brilliant. They're miles away. Brilliant.
Stars brilliant.
Oh shit! Have you seen the world's first whole eye transplant has been hailed as a breakthrough, but the site hasn't yet been restored.
Kind of pointless, then, isn't it? That's the point about
well, they've plumbed it in though, Fraser.
That's great. Yeah, that's like plugging in a broken TV, isn't it? You know, it's great. You plugged it in, but there's no fucking picture. What use is that to you? You know.
Let's just hope that racist bloke don't get a black bloke's eye from yesterday.
Oh yeah, him.
That white guy.
He was. He was something else, wasn't he?
Yeah.
It's just like the wife was like, he's totally not racist, but he's wondering why he isn't saying ooga booga all the time.
Why is he like classical music?
Well,
he's not
blacks
racist,
don't like
he's just sticky
classical
fingered
music, do they?
Look, he's got a black man's eye, now he's got a black man's taste for loot. Well, sorry, I mean scholarly joggers.
Scholarly joggers. Catman. I was just having a look through the Telegram.
Yeah.
Catman said the other day, he gave us a great Charles Fort quote. I've gone to the outer darkness of scientific and philosophical transactions and proceedings, ultra respectable but covered with the dust of disregard. I've descended into journalism. I've come back with the quasi-souls of lost data. I just love it when he goes, scientists, what are they all about?
He's saying that scientists are basically just like journalists in lab coats.
I think that's something. I think that was what he was driving at, weren't he? I just think of Charles Fort being the Doberman brothers from Harry Enfield. You know, if that Einstein was to come round here.
With ideas above his station.
Oh dear.
One day we'll have to do an Einstein deep dive, won't we? We'll have to go into his, you know.
And the many wives of Albert Einstein and what?
Right, we're live again. Don't say fuck or bugger.
Okay.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back on Rumble.
We're back on both.
Nope. Rumble's 22 minutes.
A rumble in the jungle?
Yeah.
We're back on again anyway, so.
I see.
Has Rumble come back on automatically, has it, or is it finished?
That's a good question.
It's finished. Oh no, it's live. Are we live?
We're live again. Oh, it's going to come back as more than one video, isn't it?
No, it's back on the.
Alright, so when Rumble crashes, when OBS crashes, you'll have more than one Rumble stream.
No, there's I think you just have to refresh the actual the page, like, because it won't like.
No, this has started again. Because if you look at the times,
has it?
Yeah, it started again. The other one's become a saved replay. Yeah, I've verified myself 3 times on YouTube, and it's still asking me for a verify.
Fucking hell, Hemmy.
Is it just Google harassing you until you go away?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just fucking winding me up.
I like how YouTube does that. It's really kind of them.
It's very helpful.
When because you see, they took YouTube to heart, and it's like, yes, what this means is fuck YouTube, as in you, the creators, what make this site popular. Fuck you.
Yeah.
We hate you all, and we want you to go away.
Well, let's see if I can do this. Hold on, just got to do something on my phone. You two are gonna have to talk for a minute.
So yeah, 14 words is the thing where we talk about subjects which are 14, and what I find very 14 is the way scholarly joggers do things that are slightly different to you and I, and it's fascinating. It's like, for example, Bigfoot. Bigfoot does things that are different to you and I. It lives, but it lives in a different way.
In the woods. Yeah.
Yeah. And scares people if they're called Biarki. That's why you should never stop your, not just Biarki, but all the truckers that go through the outback. Just, if you don't stop in the night in the outback, basically. And likewise, the outback,
Australia.
they have that in America with us, Chicago and Detroit. They say you shouldn't stop your lorry there in the night either.
The wild north. Yeah.
Yeah, so really we got the same sort of thing. Yeah. We've got all these sorts of things going on. I got to confess that I don't really have anything to talk about. I just thought it'd be nice if we had a little Rumble stream and said hello to people and, talked about
basically
not
it was
life.
just a test, didn't we? We didn't, just make sure it's working. So as long as OBS don't crash. But it's good that you refresh and it just starts again. You don't have to go and find another stream.
Yeah. It's good.
Yep.
It's good, yeah. So we can do just an hour. We're going to do just an hour then, are we?
I think that's enough,
Wait,
isn't it?
What's the newest 40? Well, weird stuff that's happening this week then.
Oh, I suppose we could. Well, there's the Aurora Borealis lights at this time of year, at this latitude, located entirely within Wiltshire, Greece, and other places that saw it.
Wiltshire. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's someone took a photograph of the red lights above Stonehenge. That's in Wiltshire.
But what does it mean?
The North Pole, which is, as far as I know, the only magnetic pole we've got, is it's weakening, and because of that, the aurora lights, they are getting stronger and they're going further in. Now, they say the Aurora Borealis is where energized solar wind washes over the Earth's poles, and when it interacts with the magnetosphere, which is weakest at the poles, well, it's weakest at the poles. It's like, if you imagine, probably the best way to describe it is a torus, but if you imagine an apple, that's a torus shape. If you do a cross section, you can see it. Yeah, it's going in. So, like, for example, the top and the bottom of the apple has like a funnel which goes into its core. So likewise, the poles, they're funnels which go into the core. And so your northern lights, they are the boundary where the funnel of the magnets are to the thing. Now, the thing is, the reason I'm sort of saying allegedly is because I don't see any evidence of a southern magnetic pole, which a lot of people might say, oh, Hobbit, you're just being stupid. Everyone knows magnets are dipoles. Well, there is such a thing as a unipolar magnet. They do exist. And I think the strongest evidence we got for one of this is our Earth. Our Earth is a unipolar magnet. Now, some might say, well, Hobbit, this is stupid. Just don't insult our intelligence. Obviously, you take a compass, you go to the equator, And then when you go past the equator, the North Pole needle will point to whichever magnet is strongest. Everyone knows that. You know that if you bring a magnet to a compass, it will start following the magnet because that magnet at that point is stronger than the Earth's northern magnetic pole. Yet the thing is, I've watched people with compasses on the equator. They go past it, it still points north. And I don't know how
we've got
far
Bob Fleming in tonight for a bit.
Sorry?
They've got Bob Fleming in tonight.
Yeah, well, me too. I've got a sore throat. I saw the episode of Bob Fleming where he said, drink some cough syrup, and all the coughing's gone, but he's fighting like a trooper.
Or the bit when he's trying to take it, he's just coughing it all over the mirror.
Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible.
See, if we were in Discord right now, you wouldn't have heard that because,
yeah.
This is from Telegram and it picks up every little thing. Like...
Oh, Hobbit's in at last. Fuck and all bugger.
Oh, you seeing my stuff on the Rumble stream? Yeah. Cool. Well, it's good. It's all working basically. Jobs are good, and we can wrap it all up. Well, I say wrap it all up. I mean.
As a chat, is there any thing they want to talk about?
Oh, the Northern Lights.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought I'd dig out. I've got a 14 times because it's 50 this year. I don't know if anybody knew the 14 times 50 this year. So I've got one from 1990 something, and from Churchdown Parish Magazine in Gloucestershire. Would the congregation please note the bowl at the back of the church labelled "For the Sick" is for monetary donations only. Obviously, someone honked in it.
Oh dear. Yeah, I think I know what's happened there. That's not very nice.
A roar like a bull's, which has swept through a swamp in Iran for a month, panicking residents, could be caused by earth moving under the swamp.
Okay. That's
sounds legit, doesn't it?
Likely, right? Yeah. Snopes agrees, correct?
Blind golfer Graham Salmon, 42, scored a hole-in-one at 124-yard par 3 at Fareham, Hampshire. The shot secured him 4th place in the British Blind Golf Open. That's interesting. What are the logistics of that? Obviously it is.
Yeah. Do they have sound
they must have I suppose they have a sighted caddy. I assume they have a sighted caddy, do they?
Yeah, but then it's them they're not really playing golf then, are they? That's someone else doing it, right? That's cheating.
No, they're hitting it, aren't they? But the sighted caddy's looking where the ball goes.
Yeah, but if someone's I don't know, nudging you in the right direction, right? What are they doing? Giving you coordinates.
Left a bit, right a bit. It's like the golden shot. I don't think either of you are old enough to remember the golden shot. Oh yeah. Be like the golden shot.
Left a bit right my a bit. Dad used to tell me about it.
Left a bit right a bit, up a bit.
Well, yeah. Did
up,
they just
down,
go hot,
up, down,
hot,
A, B,
cold,
A, B,
cold,
A.
cold, very
Starts
cold?
left.
Is that what they do? I don't know.
Well, it's over there. They go, it's over there, mate.
Over there.
No, not that there. The other there.
No, there. No, not there. There. How about this one then? Fed up with his Ford Sierra, Craig Lambert, 23, fired 7 shotgun cartridges into the troublesome car in his driveway in Gloucester. He was granted bail after facing charges of criminal damage. Can you criminally damage your own car?
Well, that's the thing. They were saying, well, the damage you did was criminal, but then it's like, okay, who's the victim? Me. Hello, grant
the duality of man.
Permission
is that
it? To damage my own property.
Yeah, it's the duality of man there, embodiment of duality of man.
Yeah. Maybe he sobered up and did himself. I don't know.
Did they ask for a victim impact? with like the prosecution and the defense both like questioning him and saying like, can you write a victim impact statement to say how the destruction of your Ford Sierra affected you?
The fucking bastard in car deserved it.
So who is the victim in this trial?
I have no idea. The car? Was it Knight Rider?
Is it the Ford Motor Company?
Michael, what are you doing, Michael? put the shotgun down, Michael.
I'm sorry, I can't let you do that, Michael.
When he got shot, did he go Daisy, Daisy? How about in the more things change, the more they stay the same news. A 28-year-old Bosnian refugee was found living in Copenhagen Zoo. Dissatisfied with his room at a centre for psych asylum seekers, he moved into a hayloft above the antelopes, where he hung pictures and lived for a month before being discovered.
Okay. How can people not know you're there?
They obviously didn't do much in the loft, did they?
No, I guess not. Do you remember Bosnia? Isn't Bosnia brilliant, right? They had a war. No one knows what it's about. And now there's a ceasefire, but they're living as two separate nations bound together. Isn't it brilliant?
Oh, how about this guy then, Hobbit? Explain this one, Mr. Science Man. Mr. Woo-Woo Man. Lucy Benowell, 28, a secretary from Philadelphia, makes glass break when she stands near it for more than a minute. Unnamed doctors blame it on unusual electric charge in her body.
Yeah, I could believe that.
Okay.
I think I saw a 40 Words episode about the world's most unluckiest woman and the world's luckiest woman, and they were getting them to do random chance things and picking a card at random or dice roll. I think that's what it was. And statistically, you should get a dice roll correct 1 in 6 times, but she was getting way less than 1 in 6. It was 1 in 360 or something.
Oh, fucking hell. How about this one then? The Commercial Road Baptist Church in Hereford is just below the main police transmission mast. So when the PA system was upgraded, sermons were constantly interrupted. Echo Alpha, incident at Simmons Rock. Climbers in difficulty, please attend. The PA announced one morning in the middle of Reverend Robert Harris's sermon about Jesus being led up the mountain.
Oh, that's interesting. Of all sermons to do when they're saying about helping the climbers.
What the fuck? Kenyan MP Chris Kamuyu proposed that hyenas
be to say.
Yeah, I do struggle with those Kenyan names. Proposed that hyenas be introduced to clean up hospitals with no mortuaries by eating the bodies of the unclaimed dead.
Fucking hell.
I mean, it was work, but then you have to clean up hyena shit.
Yeah. Yeah. What's worse, rotting bodies or hyena shit? I bet.
Probably rotting bodies, actually. And I'm trying not to be grim about it, but yeah.
A plague of crows is tormenting Moscow. They like to slide down the shining gold cupolas of the Kremlin churches, and their claws are having a ruinous effect on the ancient gilt. Recordings of crows' warning cries have been played to frighten them away, so far with a little effect. Why don't you just put the UK top 40 on there?
Know? Mate, I saw a crow putting pebbles in a glass with water in it to drink out of it. It was fucking intelligent. They're not dumb.
That does remind me of the young ones. Do you remember that one? Pigs are more intelligent than people. Who invented the internal combustion engine? Was it Porky the Pig? I don't think so. Kenya is the new Wakanda. This is the 1992 Wakanda of Kenya.
Come to Kenya.
Lions and tigers.
We got hyenas eating corpses in Kenya.
Come to Kenya. Is that website still up? Come to Kenya, lions and tigers.
I don't. It probably is actually. Yeah, because was it Weeble and Bob?
Ooh.
John T. Pickling, I think it was his name.
How about this one? Visitors to the embalmed corpse of Lenin in Moscow's Red Square are being zapped by satanic energy that leaves them spiritual cripples, according to the leading chemist, Dr. Igor Mashnikov, quoted in the normally sober newspaper.
How would they know it's satanic energy? And like,
how was it a normally sober newspaper?
Well, they're saying that it's quite unusual for them to talk about spiritualism.
Or
okay.
A truckload of sausages and bacon sizzled to a crisp after the lorry's brakes caught fire in Hamm, Germany. Not long after, motorists found themselves in a jam, literally. The northbound carriageway of the M6 near Warrington, Cheshire, was reduced to one lane after a lorry shed its load of 40 tons of jam. Fucking hell.
That's what I call a traffic jam.
Yeah.
You could have jammy dodged it.
Hundreds of headless seagulls. Hundreds of headless seagulls were washed up on a beach in Poole in July. A spokesman for Dorset Wildlife Trust. Yeah. A spokesman for Dorset Wildlife Trust commented, "I find it difficult to imagine natural circumstances decapitating birds. It could be a mink, but sadly it's always possible it was done by human beings."
The spokesman for the Dorset Wildlife Trust should have said, "This is fucking brutal. Death metal."
There you go. There's some sidelines.
Slaughter of headless seagulls. Sacrifice to the devil.
So that Week in Weird's not a bad website, is it?
Well, whilst you're there, I'm going to have a go. Right, so I'm not looking at the unexplained mysteries. That's it. Not 4chan's X. That was a washout.
Yeah.
Bloody rubbish it was.
No, this is wank. All these stories are from 2020.
How do I summon a succubus girlfriend? Well, that's the neat thing. You don't.
Yeah, let's not say we did.
Major new telescope could transform our understanding of the cosmos. It's like other telescopes, right? But this one looks at stars, which is new because other telescopes don't look at stars.
No.
Isn't new telescopes amazing, right? They are bigger and really expensive. A gargantuan telescope known as the Extremely Large Arsole, the ELT, is currently under construction in Chile. Astronomers get to ask some of the most fundamental questions there are, such as, does my bum look big in this? And why is it that toast lands butter side down with the new telescope that they're building?
What happens if you butter a cat's back?
What you do is you put some magnets on it and then have some rotors, and you've created a free energy machine.
Because cats always fall feet down, and and toast always lands butter side down. So if you butter a cat's back, would it just hover there?
Well, no, what you got to do is put toast on the cat's back and then drop it, and you've created an anti-gravity machine because it will never actually land on the ground. It will just constantly rotate. So maybe what those flying saucers are made of is like on one side they've got cats, on the other side they've got buttered toast.
That's how they were able to build the pyramids. That's why the Egyptians are so fan of cats.
Mm.
There we go. It explains. Yeah, mystery solved.
Cats with butter on.
It's no longer a mystery.
Yeah, those huge blocks, just stick some cats on it and butter them,
That's
easy to move blocks.
We've cracked the mystery. This is a 14 words exclusive now on rumble.com. Now, a large group of astronomers from all over the world are building the biggest optical telescope ever. The extremely large, massive telescope in Chile. Yeah, we said that bit. Once construction is completed in 2028, it could provide, the operative word there being could, answers to that transform our knowledge of the universe. With its 39-meter diameter primary mirror, that's quite big, the ALT will contain the largest, most perfect reflecting surface ever made. Its light collecting power will exceed that of all other large telescopes combined, enabling it to detect objects millions of times far fainter than the human eye can see. There are better not, smear, get handprints on it. With its, we said that bit. There are several reasons why we need such a telescope. Its incredible sensitivity will let it image some of the first galaxies ever formed, where light that has travelled for 13 billion years to reach the telescope. Observations of such distant objects may allow us to refine our understanding of cosmology and the nature of dark matter and dark energy, not to be confused with scholarly joggers. Now,
dark energy.
The ELT is not as tasty as a dark matter.
Dark energy.
And the ELT is not as tasty as the BLT, and also it's only available in one.
Yeah, every time you say ELT or whatever, I think you're thinking of BLTs, like bacon.
Yeah. So what is it? What's an E? What's a good thing to eat that begins with E?
Eggs.
Elephant?
Egg.
Eggs, lettuce, tomato?
Yeah. Otherwise known as an egg salad.
Yeah.
Yeah. An ELT.
As much use as an egg salad.
Well, you could have eel. You know, it's a London sandwich. Eel, lettuce, tomato.
Oh.
What, have you never had eel before?
No, my granddad used to like jellied eels.
I've had... well, I can tell you now, I've got nothing against aspic, so I don't mind jellied ham, and I'm sure if I had jellied eel, I'd like it.
You know what?
From with eels, they're full of bones, aren't they? They're like 90% bone, aren't they?
If you put an eel in marzipan, I'd fucking die. That'd be it. I'd be done. Like marzipan and eels now. Like
that doesn't sound a nice combination.
No.
I've had
marzipan and its own's not a nice conversation. With the eels.
Oh,
no,
I like marzipan.
I can't.
But
yeah. You savage. You southern savage. You marzipan.
It's a nice thing to eat. No,
it's not. It plays tricks on you. It's like, here's some nice icing. Would you like to eat the icing? Oh yeah, I'll have a look at that.
Tell you what, you can have the icing. I'll have the marzipan. I mean, icing's just sugar. It doesn't really taste anything. So, I've had roast eel before, and there was no bones in it, and there was no jelly, and I thought it was delicious. The meat was tough, sort of reminiscent of a chewy chicken, but had a fishy taste. What was it?
Oh, Catman's been watching the Jeff the Talking Mongoose film. Nandor Fodor and the Talking Mongoose. You kept calling him Geff, didn't you, a bit?
Yeah, because I'm going to pronounce it how it's spelled. And if they wanted me to pronounce it Jeff, why didn't they write it Jeff? Dickheads.
They did.
Now, the ELT, also known as the eel, lettuce, tomato, they didn't. It's JEF. Oh, next you'll be saying like GIF is supposed to be pronounced GIF.
GIF, yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah, it's called a GIF.
No, it's GIF. Right. It is graphics interchange format. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sure graphics is pronounced graphics and not Jaffix. Yeah. Therefore, it is GIF. GIF. It's GIF and it's GEF.
Cilantro.
GIF.
Cilantro.
GIF. It's coriander.
GIFs or GIFs?
GIF. I just told you it's graphics interchange format. Graphics begins with a G. It's GIF. Now, GIF. The eel, lettuce, tomato may offer an answer to the most fundamental question of all.
Beijing.
Are we alone in the universe?
It's Beijing, Hubbard.
The lettuce, tomato, no.
It's Beijing and it's Myanmar.
I am not saying those words. That's foreign, Mark. It's expected to be the first telescope to track down Earth-like exoplanets. Planets that orbit other stars that have a similar
not
mass.
exoplanets, please.
from proximity to the host as Earth.
I remember like 20 years ago they were saying, "Oh, it'd be impossible to find these things," and now all of a sudden, "Oh, we can find them." It's that easy. Just build a big mirror. Okay.
Occupying the so-called Goldilocks zone, these Earth-like planets will orbit their star at just the right distance for water to neither boil nor freeze, providing the conditions for life
how
to
the
exist.
fuck do you detect that? Water boiling or freezing with a fucking mirror? Answers on a postcard, please.
So, like, if I was going to do it, I'd be like, right, the mass of this star is da. Therefore, we estimate the heat of this star based on its color is this. And we're going to say the Goldilocks zone is between here and here. And it's got a wobble on it. We assume the wobble is caused by a planet of this size. And because the wobble is this much, we assume the planet is within this
I hear
area.
a lot of assume.
What obviously the wobble's hiding some flaw in the mathematics. So what is the wobble for hiding?
Right. The wobble, they're saying.
Well, Hemmy, don't you feel the earth wobbling beneath your feet? Are you some kind of a
Yeah, I just have to cling on to everything while I'm walking everywhere because we're going 1,000 miles an hour.
I've noticed it's much easier to travel west than it is east because the Earth rotates from east to west. So if you notice, like, it's always easy the further west. That song "Go West" by the Pet Shop Boys was just literally a song about go west because it's much easier. Go west.
Don't you ever run west? Don't you ever run west and jump, Hobbit? And you jump twice as far.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like they always say, like with the Concorde, it was always much more expensive for it to fly back from New York to Paris than the other way round because it was having to travel against the rotation that way.
Yeah.
But it went faster than the road. Concorde would be the only thing that would be able to
it would use less fuel, Hobbit.
Right.
When it's going west.
Yeah, but you see, if it was at the equator and it was going from east to west, yeah. But if it was going at the equator, it would go at 1,000 miles an hour when stationary, but then it can do another 1,000 miles an hour, so it does 2,000 miles an hour. But when it's going the other way back,
dudes, I'm just a midwit that regurgitates information. I can't actually answer questions, dudes.
But the thing is, because it's flying from New York to Paris, which is above the equator,
from Paris
the Earth takes lower there, and that's how it's able to do it. So, surely the quickest way to do it to avoid the rotation would be to go across the North Pole, and then so if you're trying to go from like west to east,
cold, Hobbit. It's too cold.
Oh yeah, that's
right. Yeah, but you're going to get thrown off course because the world's spinning below you, isn't it? Oh no! Because being on Earth is like being in a train, isn't it?
Yeah.
I forget about that.
But of course, as Fraser mentioned, it's too cold when you go above the North Pole. Never mind the fact that it's minus 60 degrees when you're up at 40,000 feet.
Well,
but Hobbit. Being on Earth is just like being in a train.
Yes. Yeah, that's it.
Have you not heard of inertia?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, relative velocity, Hobbit. Have you not heard of that?
Yeah. So where's our inertia?
What, you mean you don't feel it?
No, I don't. It's almost as if I'm standing on a flat stationary plane. But it wouldn't be that though. It wouldn't.
No.
That's
you're not an
just
idiot, right? You don't believe that. Come on.
No, not me. God, no. Touch wood.
Can't believe you should be ashamed of yourself of thinking that.
I would never do such a thing. No, not me, sir.
Shameful. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Can't think these thoughts.
Had a bit too much to think, have we, Hobbit?
It looks like it. Yeah, it does. It really does. So, science. What's that all about then?
I really don't want to say, but have a look at the Rumble comments.
Okay, let's have a look at
triggers incoming. Yeah.
Just popping in to say, Geff, the Talking Mongoose film is good so far.
Yeah.
Is it Geff or Geff? I think Geff. It's Turkey. Fuck off, you cunt. It is Byzantium, you cunt. There, right.
Constantinople-Babistan. Oh, do you remember the They Might Be Giants song, Hobbit? Istanbul was Constantinople. No, it's Istanbul, not Constantinople.
Oh, okay, yeah. I do know that song.
Even old New York was once New Amsterdam. that was a great tune, that was.
Oh, speaking of which, I was watching the Fast Show the other day, and you know the counterpoints are brilliant, man. His father's like, oh, that's rubbish.
That's rubbish, that is.
Yeah, he was saying, but the funny thing is, he was going on about Hitler. He says, no, that man had some ideas.
I've just fell over. Brilliant.
Oh, it's great, right? You're walking along, and then suddenly you're not.
I didn't like early competitive Dad. I preferred the later ones where like Billy was a bit better than where Billy like was better than him, and then he threw the tantrum. I thought it worked better that way.
Yeah. The competitive Dad is the other one which I find annoying is guy in pub that offers advice, and like there was one where he was getting change from the barman. And he says, no, you don't want to do that. And then he ends up getting like everybody's money in the pub. And it's like, well, you owe me £18.71.
Yeah. I was only trying to fucking help.
That's it.
Can't be a bit of monkfish though, can you? Hey, get your knickers on and make us a cup of tea.
The channel known as monkfish. Monkfish.
Monkfish.
Channel nonos. Butchers Gali.
Scotchio.
El Presidente. El Presidente.
This game in the world that I was a lorry driver, 30 years, man and boy. Go on, Fraser.
No, I was just wondering what the whole shtick was with the big mirror.
Oh, the telescope, yeah.
Yeah.
So the ELT camera will have 6 times better resolution than that.
Do you remember when they sent the Hubble telescope up and it had the wrong mirror in it, the wrong lens in it?
Whoops.
Do you remember that one, Hobbit?
Yeah, I do, and they did a mission to fix it. That was a bit of a faux pas. So the ELT camera have 6 times better resolution than that.
The BLT camera.
Telescope. The eel lettuce tomato.
The eel lettuce
allowing
tomato.
It to take the clearest images yet of exoplanets, but fascinating as these pictures all be, they will not tell the whole story. To learn if life is likely to exist on an exoplanet, astronomers must complement imaging with spectroscopy. While the images reveal shape, size, and structure, spectra tell us about the speed, temperature, and even chemistry of astronomical objects. The sandwich will contain not 1 but 4 spectrographs, instrument that disperse light into its constituent colours.
Is there going to be mayonnaise on it?
Oh, I hope so.
Have you ever heard that? Not the 9 o'clock news where the bloke goes in the hi-fi shop.
Yeah, and you know what's funny?
He goes, you got your bottle of salad cream, you got your paper bag on your head.
You know what's funny about that? Shortly after that sketch was done, Rowan Atkinson went into bit of law here. My dad used to sell hi-fi. Went into my dad's shop, and he was like legitimately wanting to buy hi-fi.
Did your dad do the bit with him?
Well, no, he was just being as uncooperative as possible because he thought he's just going to use me as material for another sketch. It wasn't anything like that. It was literally just like, hello, I'm Rowan Atkinson. I want to buy a hi-fi. You've come recommended to me. It's just like, oh, okay.
Is that your dad's claim to fame then? Like, standing up fucking reenactors.
Well, I think what's a better one was this guy came into the shop and he had like some demo records, and he says, "Oh, I'm trying to promote my cousin. You've probably not heard of him. He's called Ry Cooder." He's like, "Are you kidding? He's my favourite musician of all time."
Ry Cooder did the soundtrack for Last Man Standing, which is
and Paris, Texas.
Yeah, like you've seen Last Man Standing. It's Bruce Willis doing For a Few $Dollars More, but it's Prohibition America.
Oh no, I didn't watch that one. Was it a recent film?
Because it's quite old. It's probably mid to late 90s, I think.
Oh, I will watch it when I get my internet.
Yeah, that's well worth a watch if you like that film, because that film's based on a Kurosawa film, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, that's good then. The Kurosawa films are all right, although Borzoi likes them, so maybe they're not good.
Yeah, that means they're pretentious.
Yeah, there's someone trying to tell me about how George.
Oh, 1996. It's directed by Walter Hill, who directed The Warriors.
Oh, that's a good film. Now, someone was telling me, is it a Kurosawa film where
it's got Christopher Walken,
Fortress,
and he doesn't even have to put a watch in his ass?
Is it like The Fortress or something? There's a Kurosawa film about these samurai, and
that's what Star Wars is based on, isn't it? The Fortress.
Yeah, but Star Wars isn't just based on The Fortress; it's based on a number of films. I mean, if you watch,
if you look at Darth Vader's mask, it's based on the Japanese style.
Right. So if you look at the trench run where they in the first film, the choreography is note for note perfect with 633 Squadron. I think it's called 6, or maybe it's 622 Squadron.
Is it 6? I mean, it might be 622 or the Dam Busters, isn't
it? Dam Busters is a separate film.
Now, I think it's the same subject, though, isn't it?
Well, in this one, they are going through run through the valleys in Mosquitoes. And the Mosquitoes is a fighter bomber, and it has a bomber and a pilot. And so basically the bomber in this one, who's the co-pilot, is essentially R2-D2. And there's a bit where R2-D2 gets shot in it. And it's the same time when the bomber, the co-pilot, gets shot in 633 or 622.
Do you know how R2-D2 got his name?
Yeah, because they're like, we can't just call him the bloke that pilots.
It's film dialogue, so they go reel 2, direction 2, or something. I can't remember. I can't remember. Yeah.
C3PO is like George Lucas's child porn collection. So
C3PO is slang for puffer, isn't it?
Well, it is now.
Anthony Daniels is a bit light in the loafers, isn't he?
So someone was saying they really enjoyed watching Cyberpunk Edge Runners. This was a tweet, right? They really enjoyed Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Does anybody know where they could watch other CP? And somebody in the tweet had to explain, like, you probably don't want to shorten it to CP. Just putting out there, pal. That's not a contraction you want to use.
Akira's supposed to be like the original Cyberpunk, isn't it? What is the Cyberpunk? Is
it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but no, Cyberpunk was done in the 80s and Akira was done in the 80s. There's basically...
Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but... they're not really cyborgs in Akira, are they? I mean, Tetsuo.
No, it's not. It's not about cyborg. It's not about cyborgs, is it?
No. That's cyberpunk is literally modifying your body with machines. That's cyberpunk.
Oh, okay. Then, so if you look at it, this is Wikipedia, so I'm not sure. So cyberpunk is a subgenre of science fiction with a dystopian futuristic setting that tends to focus on a combination of low life and high tech, featuring futuristic technological and scientific achievements such as artificial intelligence, cyberware, juxtaposed with societal collapse, that's easy with me to say, dystopia or decay. Much of cyberpunk is rooted in the new wave science fiction movement of the 60s and 70s, when writers like Philip K. Dick, Michael Moorcock, Roger Zelazny, John Brunner, J.G. Ballard. I haven't read many of these. Have you, Hobbit?
No.
Philip Jose Farmer and Harlan Ellison. There's only 2 of those. I've read 3. But Michael Moorcock, I haven't read any cyberpunk by him.
Well, Michael Moorcock, a lot of chaos in Warhammer, well, both Fantasy and 40k, is based on what Michael Moorcock was doing.
Oh, okay, then, because I've only read his fantasy stuff.
I just noticed English is in here. He could say hello to the chat.
I think he wants to.
No.
So comics. So they're saying that Ground Zero is William Gibson's influential debut Neuromancer. Have you read that, Hobbit?
Yeah, that's what a lot of people. No, I've never read it because he sort of reminds me of the guy in that wrote Logan's Run.
Oh, okay. Oh, right, he's one of those, is he?
Well, yeah, I don't like him. I'm not racist, I just don't like him. Oh, as an aside, because I'm looking at here now, do you have any pulse width modulation 12 centimeter fans going spare?
I don't even know what they are, Hobbit.
It's a it's a 120 mil fan, and it's got the 4-pin connector.
I don't know. When you got your car, pop it and have a look through my box of junk if you want.
Oh, cheers! Yeah, I don't really need it, but it's not a necessity. It's just a nice to have. I thought it'd be the computer I'm using.
Oh, okay then. So they actually separate like the Western and the Japanese. So they're saying the Japanese cyberpunk began in 1982 with Akira.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So and then early films in the genre include Ridley Scott's obviously Blade Runner's Ground Zero for cyberpunk, I think, and then Max Headroom they mention.
Oh yeah, that's definitely cyberpunk because Max Headroom gets put into the computer.
That's got the dystopia and everything. That's your mate Max Frewer from the Max in it, I bet.
Oh yeah, me and the actor that plays Max Headroom go back a million years.
Well, you like the Max? Matt Frewer's in the Max, isn't he?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of,
have you ever watched Johnny Mnemonic?
Yes, I have. I like the fact that his brain capacity is 40 gigabytes, and he's doubled it with a hard drive. But then he also backs up his memories onto another hard drive, so he can take a total of 120 gigs around.
And they're saying New Rose Hotel is apparently a scientific. I've never heard of that. It's an American erotic science fiction drama, co-written and directed by Abel Ferrara. Abel Ferrara, he's the driller killer guy, and starring Christopher Walken, Willem Dafoe, and Asia Argento. Newer cyberpunk media includes Blade Runner, which I still haven't watched yet. 2049, Hobbit.
Oh, it's all right.
Yeah, it's all right, actually.
It's all right.
Dread, which is an excellent film. If you haven't watched it, watch it. Upgrade, have you ever heard of that one?
Yeah, that's actually quite a good film. Is it? I'm not sure if it's the one of. No, it's not the one I'm thinking of.
It's Upgrade follows a technophobe who's implanted with a chip that allows him to control his body after a mugging left him paralysed.
That's the one, yeah. Which is different to. There's this film with a woman, and she's given super cocaine, which turns her super smart.
Oh, were you talking about the one with Scarlett Johansson in it?
I think it's directed by who's the guy that did The Fifth Elephant?
The Fifth Elephant. I know what you mean.
He also, I think he directed
I am absolutely disgusted that what's the one, City of a Thousand Planets? I'm absolutely disgusted.
City of a Thousand Planets.
I'm absolutely disgusted that people don't like that film more. That is a decent science fiction movie.
I thought it was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. I never read the comics, although my late uncle had an extensive collection of them.
Yeah.
And it's just like it was really it was a big thing in Belgium, France. And
I mean, the main actor, he's got bags
name?
of chemistry, and he bounces off well with that bird, who's a bit of a charisma vacuum, but she's all right.
Well, I was hoping we'd have had a sequel to it, because there's just.
But it flopped. It flopped quite badly, didn't it? And that's why it didn't.
Oh yeah, well, I guess because it's not the trash like Marvel stuff, so it doesn't get a look in, which is a shame, because I really liked it a lot. It was a good film. It was a good romp, and it was colourful as well. Like so many films, like they don't have colour, or it's crap and it's boring. And it was a good, fun, entertaining romp. It was a nice film.
Zero says the best music documentary, but this is off topic. He says the Death and Resurrection show about the occult influence band Killing Joke. I don't know much. I've heard of them. That's about it.
Sir Mugwort says, just go off work. You can start now. So.
Is that in the Rumble in the Jungle?
Yeah.
Sir Mugwort, yeah.
Oh, Zero's on the other stuff.
Zero's in the YouTube.
I was going to say,
Alphabet Cat's just laid some prime bait in there for you, I bet.
It's not called June though, is it? It's Dunk. Am I looking forward to the next Dunk film?
I didn't dislike what I saw, but I just thought it lacked like a bit of. I just really like the pomp. I just really like the pomp of the what's his name one, the Lynch one.
David Lynch, you got it right, but Denis Villeneuve is just something about his films. They're very meh. Like they're all right, but they're very like cold and boring and not very interesting. So
I think he's trying to be like those films in the 70s. I think there's a lot of people that want to be those directors from the 70s, but they're pretending to be it.
And it was an anemic Blade Runner. I watched the original one. I was like, this is what it's missing out on. I mean, even the film score, like Denis Villeneuve must have said to the composer, like, look, you know what Vangelis does? Obviously, you can't do that because you ain't got the talent. Can you just do like Vangelis, but missing all the charm and charisma of Vangelis?
Can you be Poundland Vangelis?
Yeah, can you just do ambient Vangelis?
Ambient Vangelis. Can you be lobotomized? Can you do lobotomized Vangelis?
Yeah, because the film's going to have all these bits in it which are very dull and slow and not very engaging. And the problem with that Blade Runner film is I don't really know what to criticize about it. Like, the film had a coherent story and it was well acted and the set pieces were good. It was just, I don't know.
Well, it's like the first Fantastic Four film. It had all of the bits there, but it didn't. It seemed to have no like pizzazz, charisma. You know where. There's quite a few films like that, haven't they? They've got all the bits.
You're going to do a Renault Clio advert. What is joie de vivre? Is it vavavoom?
He's got some Buongiorno.
Has it got Thierry Henry in it?
It's missing a little petit peu a bit.
Yeah.
Zero says David Lynch's weird films for normal people.
Where you see? Oh,
YouTube.
Okay. The HZM.
Yeah. Dave. But Dune is like David Lynch's most normal film, isn't it?
Speaking of 00, I got some Afghan Blonde recently, but just throwing that out there. It's quite
normal
nice.
Mild. Normal mild.
It's very smooth, so it sort of creeps up on you.
He said normal mild. I don't know whether he's referring to the Afghan Blonde or David Lynch.
Yes. Quite.
I don't think I've watched that many Lynch films, if I'm quite honest. I still haven't seen what's it called? Blue Velvet. I still haven't seen that. I've never watched. I never watched
to watch it.
Yeah.
And it was just like the guy in it was just like, it's disturbing.
Yeah, Alphabet Cat says stinging those underpants. Yeah, that wasn't quite right, was it?
The plastic underpants.
Yeah, the plastic nappy.
It makes sense though, because the fact is with like at least in the 1980s, you could be like, yeah, homosexuals are villainous, aren't they? Whereas now it's just like homosexuals are wonderful, yeah, but the Baron is a homosexual pederast who murders his victims. Oh, okay. Can we just overplay that bit because we don't want to offend that? Like, we need a homosexual in this show to say, like, I am a homosexual and I say it's okay for the Baron to do this stuff. It's not reflecting on all homosexuals.
The Elephant Man, I think I watched that. I'm just going through his Eraserhead, which I haven't watched. Have you seen Eraserhead, Hobbit?
You were saying that thing in YouTube where if you go into live chat, you get the welcome to live chat thing. And then, the heart in the bottom right corner doesn't. Well, the thing is,
the box appears, so it puts the type up above the heart. That was the point I was making.
Yeah, but then people start typing, and then the box goes, and then the people what they're typing sitting by the side. So you know what? Everybody
Zero's flip flopped already. He says, "I retract my previous statement. Lynch is cool."
So you know what? I'm going to say, all you people on YouTube, stop posting on YouTube. I'm not going to read your comments. It's not because I want.
No, keep posting because the further up it gets, then you can read it.
Yeah, but then I can't read what people are saying underneath. So you know what? If you just type your comment on YouTube, there's no stupid gay. I can't use a British cigarette or a meatball term. There's no stupid gay British meatball in the bottom right corner, so you can just see the comments. Rumble is a better user interface. Go on Rumble. Stop being YouTube British meatball.
British meatball.
with gravy.
Zero says he's 4.8% gay, so Zero can speak upon it.
Yeah. Oh, right. I see. Yeah. So.
Right. So Lynch movies, Hobbit. Eraserhead. Have you seen it? I haven't.
I hated it.
Elephant Man. Have you seen it? I have seen it, and it was pretty good.
Haven't. No.
Dune.
All right. I'll take your word for it.
Dune, obviously classic.
Yeah, I loved it. Yeah.
Blue Velvet. I'm just going to name the ones that I think both of us know exist. Blue Velvet.
I tried to watch it, and I tried to watch Mulholland Drive. And do you know why he made Blue Velvet? He heard the song and he was just like, I need to make a film about this song.
Twin Peaks.
It's not really about the song. I haven't seen the film, but I have watched the series. I keep meaning to watch.
Which one? Firewalk? There's two. It seems there was a Twin Peaks film in 1989.
I haven't seen
a TV series, 89 to 91, and then there was Firewalk with Me.
Yeah, so apparently, and I haven't seen this in Twin Peaks, but Kiefer Sutherland is in it.
Is he?
And he actually plays a guy that's not a complete arsehole, because I don't like Kiefer Sutherland. And you know how like certain actors get typecast?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Well, Kiefer Sutherland is typecast as an arsehole in everything he plays. And funny enough, he's an arsehole.
Well, he's not in Young Guns, is he?
They say, like, you got to play to your strengths and what you know. So Kiefer Sutherland just like, oh, I was made for 24. Hate that show.
Lost Highway? No, I haven't seen that.
No.
Mulholland Drive?
I have seen it, but I don't remember a single thing about it. I think there was like a velvet bedspread or something.
David Lynch cooks quinoa.
Is that an actual film?
It's a short that he made.
I could watch that. Hey, who's that guy? Like, over on the Hate Bus, they talking about Werner Herzog, and there's like,
oh shit, I watched Werner. I
Herzog.
watched Jack Reacher. The first Jack Reacher, and Werner Herzog's the bad guy in it.
Is he?
Yeah.
I thought he was just. I didn't know he was an actor. I thought
he's done a little bit of acting. He's done a little bit of acting. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, Werner Herzog, like, he does these.
Well, have you heard him talk?
Nature's like, yes. Well,
he's got a great voice for being a villain, hasn't he? Werner Herzog.
I look at these animals here, and they are suffering. I hate nature. This is why I document it, so we can see.
He's got 33 acting credits.
Yes, Mugwort knows about Job. Yeah, that's the one. But anyway, they've been talking about Werner Herzog. Documents the comings and goings of Casper, Wyoming.
He was in The Simpsons. He was Dr. Lund.
This individual here is known as the Gothic King Cobbler, Joshua Fair Saunders, and I am going to document his life or the remaining months that he has to live. So yeah, Werner Herzog documenting King Cobra JFS.
Holy shit, he was in What Dreams May Come. That's that one with Robin Williams, isn't it? Where he goes to heaven.
That is a very good film. Yeah, so What Dreams May Come is prophetic.
Yeah.
Do you know, it's a proper 14 subject, by the way.
Yeah.
You know how Robin Williams was found dead? I won't say committed suicide because...
Oh, he was also in the Boondocks. You've watched the Boondocks, haven't you, Hobbit?
So anyway, move back onto What Dreams May Come. Yeah. Robin Williams, shortly before dying of autoerotic asphyxiation, he stars in this film where him and his girlfriend are in...
I don't think it was autoerotic asphyxiation. I think it was asphyxiation.
So, in the film What Dreams May Come, him and his girlfriend, they're not exactly in hell, but they're not in heaven either.
Purgatory.
And it's been made apparent to them that because they've committed suicide, or I don't think the girlfriend commits suicide, or maybe she does. But
I thought he committed suicide to find her, didn't he, or something?
I don't remember how exactly it works out, but what I find interesting about it is they use rotoscoping to give the place like a sort of hand drawn.
It's like rotoscoped, but like oil painted as well, isn't it?
Yeah, because she was an oil painter, so the place they were living in was just a part of their imagination, which I thought was very. That was like a good way of demonstrating things. I thought, yeah, they're onto something here. So if you haven't seen What Dreams May Come, it's a very 4-tier movie, and I give it like a Joseph Paxton out of Charles Fort.
Have you seen
watch it.
Have you seen Jacob's Ladder?
Once, and yeah, I didn't really get it.
Did you watch it all the way to the end?
Well, Agent BZ25 is based on a real life drug, because I was trying to find on Erowid, and they're talking about delirium.
Yeah, because have you seen the end? Like, spoilers, fuck anybody who hasn't seen it, because it's like 30 years old. But spoilers at the end, like the whole film is him having a trip while he's dying. It's a drug trial in Vietnam where they all went aggressive and killed each other. But yeah, that's a decent movie.
Yeah, I remember seeing bits about it.
So yeah, Jack Reacher. You don't mind a bit of Tom Cruise, do you? Jack Reacher, the Jack Reacher films are good.
Yeah, I mean, everything I've seen Tom Cruise in, he's been good in it.
I think he's like an average. I don't think he's a great actor, but he's like a good actor. Like he's going to do his best in whatever film he does. I think, but I wouldn't say he's a great actor.
Well, he's a good stuntman. You can't say that again.
Yeah. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying he's. I'm just saying he's like. I'll put it this way: if anybody else played the part, you wouldn't notice, would you? Like some people are kind of like iconic for parts.
I think I would. I think I would actually. I think Tom Cruise and the roles he plays is well suited to Tom Cruise. I mean, the other thing you've got to mention about Tom Cruise as well is the fact that he set up the that production agency to literally get him better roles. I mean, how many actors have done that?
Yeah, to be fair, yeah.
So it gives him a lot of creative control over what the film should do. So that's why there's so many Mission Impossible films.
Well, he has to keep running away from his homosexuality, doesn't he?
I mean, yeah, that's the Family Guy gag, but come on. I'm really tempted to start fiddling around with my wireless kit, but
shall I go through Tom Cruise's IMDb and see how many Tom Cruise films you've seen?
Yeah. Oh, before you do that, Men at Work, starring Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez.
I know that film.
And do you know who Emilio Estevez is related to?
Yeah, because I told you last week.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
All right. That's where I heard it from then. Hey, you'll never guess what I heard. Emilio Estevez, his dad's Donald Sutherland. Yeah, some bloke in the
Charlie Sheen. Martin Sheen is his dad.
I love that bit in Hot Shots Part where Charlie Sheen and Martin Sheen are on these boats, and as they're going past one another, they point to one another and say, "I loved you and Wall Street."
Yeah,
because they both star in that film too. Oh, what? Have you ever seen Wall Street? It's a good film.
Never watched it.
Yeah, it's a good film. I could recommend it.
No, Wall Street.
No,
who directed it? Oliver Stone, didn't he? Right, okay, here we go. Some Tom Cruise movies I'm going to fire at you, Hobbit. The Outsiders.
Don't know it.
Risky Business.
Oh yeah, that's got
Rebecca De Mornay in it.
Tangerine Dream.
And Rebecca De Mornay.
No, I was just going to say, I've never seen the film, or maybe I have watched it, but I just remember "Love on the Real Train's" a great song.
All the Right Moves. I'm cutting some of them out.
Don't know it.
Legend.
Is that the one with
Tim Curry as the devil?
What's his name? Yeah, that's got Tom Cruise in it.
Yeah, Tom Cruise plays Link, doesn't he? Basically, that's Legend of Zelda, isn't it? That film, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to rewatch Legend then.
Top Gun, crap, not my thing at all.
It's a good film. You just don't like it.
Yeah, I just don't like it. Colour of Money, which is a sequel to The Hustler with Paul Newman in it.
All right.
Cocktail, I've seen that. Young Guns.
Don't know it.
In Young Guns, he was henchman shot off of roof. That's also got Emilio Estevez and Charlie Sheen in it.
Ah, all right.
The brothers are back. Rain Man.
All right, okay.
So you said the real life Rain Man was that guy that could read 2 books at once?
Yes, because his corpus callosum is not connected. Or it doesn't exist, I should say. And it wasn't me who said that. I think it was Alphabet Cat.
Born on the 4th of July?
I've heard of it, never watched it.
Days of Thunder, where he plays a character called Cole Trickle.
All right, okay.
Far and Away, which looks like which the trailer reminds me of Marty McFly's family in the third one, the Irish family. Bigara.
'Tis a potato famine, to be sure.
A Few Good Men.
Oh,
You Can't Handle the Truth. That's a good film, that is.
Yeah, I got bored with it.
The Firm. You seen that one?
I think I have, actually.
Where he works for a law firm and he ends up getting dragged into some really shady stuff.
Oh, right, okay.
Interview with the Vampire.
I thought it was Interview with a Vampire.
I'm glad I got Mandela to.
It's the definite article now, not the indefinite article.
Well, when did that Mandela effect happen?
I don't know. Sometime after it came out.
Yeah.
That's a decent film though. 14 as well.
Is it?
Yeah, it's about vampires, isn't it?
Oh, okay. I thought you'd like maybe something spooky happened on the set.
No, it just had Kirsten Dunst in it.
Well, I'll tell you what is a 4-tier movie, The Crow.
Oh, yeah. Mission Impossible?
Yeah, because that's Bruce Lee's son.
Hold on, why is it Mission Impossible? Is that a Mandela effect? Mission Impossible.
I think people don't pronounce the colon in it, do they?
Yeah.
Well, I just thought it was always Mission Impossible, not Mission Impossible. Jerry Maguire, still haven't seen that film. Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
That's very 14, isn't it?
It's heavily edited though. We'll never see the Stanley Kubrick version.
Well, you won't because he got gacked, didn't he?
Yeah, was it 666 days after the film final cut was done? He just heart attack.
Mission Impossible 2.
The first one's got that comedian in it, and he's the train driver.
Which one?
You know, the one with the big nose and the huge teeth.
I don't know. I'll have to watch that again.
He's in a number of shows. I remember he's in Gimme Gimme Gimme, which is the last thing I've seen him in.
Oh, what, British guy?
Yeah, he's got huge. I think he'd have been in. He would have been in Armando Iannucci's thing. He used to hang out with him. It's not Armando Iannucci, but it's like one of his guys with him. He's got huge teeth. Huge. He's probably been on Brass Eye or The Day Today.
Oh, do you mean that ugly weird guy?
Yes, the ugly weird guy with huge teeth and a big nose.
I think I know what you mean. I can't remember his name.
The funny thing is, the episode where he's in Gimme Gimme Gimme, there's also the redhead who are really fancy, who was in Thunderbirds. She set up a teaching school for actors now because I was like, what's she up to these days? I want to see if she's still fit.
I can't
see. From what I've seen,
she's credited.
She's in her late 50s, but she's still fit. I'd still give her one.
That's the John Woo one. That's the John Woo, so that'd be the Sparky Bullets. And diving through the air whilst holding two guns, won't it? Do you remember John Woo?
Yeah, films? I think that's when he had the long hair too.
Yeah. Vanilla Sky, have you seen that? That's supposed to be a bit weird, isn't it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Minority Report.
I have seen that one, yeah.
That's Philip K. Dick, isn't it? Story.
Yeah, the pre-crime.
Do you remember when he played Austin Powers in Goldmember?
Yes, I do.
The Austin Pussy film. Yeah.
He's driving a Jaguar XKR.
Yeah. The Last Samurai, which I haven't seen. Collateral, I haven't seen. War of the Worlds, I haven't seen. Mission Impossible 3.
I think I tried to watch. I tried to watch some the War of the Worlds, and it really just something about it just gave me the heebie-jeebies.
That's Spielberg.
You know what's really 14? Do you know what's 14 about War of the Worlds?
What?
When they broadcast it.
Oh, the radio play.
Like,
when people thought it was natural alien invasion.
Not the radio play, but in the cinemas, because in cinemas, like the video feed is a digital video feed, and it's streamed, it's broadcast to the theaters.
Yeah.
Now with that it was simultaneously broadcast and pointed towards
David Schneider, Alphabet Cats. Is that the guy you mean?
Is he a British comedian actor?
Yeah, because he's really creepily weird looking.
Yeah, I was thinking, isn't Mr. Schneider in Friends?
No, David Schneider, his name is. That ugly weird. He used to do what was it? Fist of Fun, was it? With Lee and Herring.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was in Fist of Fun. That's right.
Yeah.
But anyway,
do you remember when Lee and Herring used to be funny?
Back onto War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
No, they were never funny. On War of the Worlds, they had a thing called the broadcast. Right, the broadcast. Yeah. They pointed it at Alpha Centauri. The broadcast would take like 4.5 years to get there, however far away Alpha Centauri is. Like, Proxima Centauri is like 4.08 or something. Anyway, they did that, and then it's like, now it's arrived on December the 21st of December 2012. So it's basically a film about, aliens, you should come kill us humans because we're evil and all that. And they broadcast it towards Alpha Centauri to arrive at 2012. I mean, that's not fucking suspicious in the slightest.
Tropic Thunder. Yeah. I've never watched Tropic Thunder.
Oh,
it's supposed to be good, but it's got Jack Black in it. So, like, if it's got Jack Black in it, it's just like immediate bin it.
Yeah, I did watch Tropic Thunder, and I think I enjoyed it, but the scenes with Jack Black in it are annoying.
The only film I watched, despite him, was King Kong, because I'll always watch a King Kong film.
Oh, I hated that film. I was really shit. I watched the Godzilla versus King Kong film.
Yeah. Why do people keep getting in the way of the massive monster fight?
Because they want to die.
It's just like, I want to watch the monster fight. Fuck off with your deaf kid.
Also, spoilers, but King Kong and Godzilla team up to fight
even bigger jaws.
I mean, Mecha Godzilla.
I love the. Do you remember like you seen like the 50s Mecha Godzilla? You seen Valkyrie? You seen Valkyrie, where he's the one that tries to kill Hitler?
No, I don't watch that sort of shit. I'm not interested in
Night and Day. I've never watched that. That's supposed to be dog shit, isn't it?
But isn't it weird that with War of the Worlds, it's just like, hey, we're gonna like use a really powerful transmitter and aim at Alpha Centauri in case anybody aliens pick it up.
It's funny how they die of a cold as well, isn't it?
Jack Black was Bowser in this year's Mario movie. He made it all about himself. Yeah, I'm not going to watch that.
Oh, no, you should. You should. I watched it. I enjoyed it.
I would love to watch. I watched Mission Impossible instead. Oh, I said I was going to go to the cinema today. Oh, bollocks. I'll go and watch it another time. I was going to watch The Great Escaper.
How about Mission Impossible Dash Ghost Protocol?
Look, I've seen all of the Mission Impossible films. Now, I would love to see a film with Jack Black where an unfortunate mishap happens during the filming with Alec Baldwin, and Jack Black falls and at the very least breaks his collarbone. But also,
I think there has to be at least one gun scene with Alec Baldwin in it, doesn't there? If Jack Black's in
Alec
there.
Baldwin's, yeah, and he's just like, hey, it's only filled with blanks, and then he shoots him with a blank in it, and it still kills him because blanks, like the term point blank.
Yeah,
that's a point where a blank cartridge, the escaping gases, will kill you.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a demonstration on the shoot that guy in the face.
What is it, like the air pressure?
Darren Brown. So Darren Brown, that's it. He did it where he got the revolver and said, look, if it's got, it doesn't matter. This is a blank cartridge. This is a cartridge with a bullet in. So he put the blank cartridge in and he fired it at a watermelon and it exploded. He says, so, it doesn't matter if there's blanks in there. that's enough force to rupture the skull and instantly kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just exploding gases. It's the same way how explosives work.
So I'll leave off the Mission Impossibles. Rock of Ages, which I didn't watch. That's a musical. Jack Reacher, which is a good film. That's the one with Werner Herzog in it. Oblivion, did you see that? That's pretty much the same film as Moon, but I can't remember the end of it.
Oh yeah, I did see it. Is that the one where they've got like it's not an O'Neill cylinder, but it's a rotating space station?
Something like that, isn't it? And it turns out they're all clones.
I watched Elysium, Moon, and Oblivion all together, and so they kind of blend into one another.
Edge of Tomorrow, which was changed from...
Yeah.
Has that changed titles about 3 times or something?
So in America, it's known as Live, Die, Repeat.
Yeah.
And,
right, okay.
But everywhere else, it's Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because Americans, like, they got to have different titles to films.
Well, they've got to have a more simplistic title, because I got Edge of Tomorrow. What the hell's that about? Oh, Live, Die, Repeat. That means he keeps living and dying. I know now what I'm watching.
Yeah, but also bear in mind, like the target market for these sorts of films is people like King Cobra. So, considering he's the sort of guy that can't add 20 and 15 together, you know, like for example, you know the King George III. They wanted to call the film "The Madness of King George III," but then
what happened to the other 2 films?
Literally, that's why they they call it The Madness of King George, because they didn't want to confuse the Americans, saying, "Oh, I won't watch it because it's a sequel. I'll watch the other ones first."
Yeah. Jack Reacher, Never Go Back.
King Congo JFS. Yeah, that's what's up.
Did you watch that awful The Mummy?
Oh, with Jack Black.
Yeah.
Oh, and Brendan Fraser's in it as well.
Yeah. Is he?
Brendan Fraser.
No. This is a different one.
Oh, that's the good one. I can't let you say that. That's the good one. The bad one's
Wild English capiz.
Yeah.
Hello there.
Oh shit! I didn't know Russell Crowe played Henry Jekyll. I'm just having a look. No, it's Tom Cruise gets gets bitten by a radioactive mummy and gets the proportional powers of a mummy.
I still really like when Russell Crowe was on South Park and Tugger was just like, would you like to hear my new song, Tugger?
Top Gun Maverick that you liked, didn't you? And then Dead Reckoning Part 1. Do you want to give us a quick review of it?
Oh, is that Mission Impossible 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's about AI as the villain.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be confusing. They're going to do a sequel to The Edge of Tomorrow, and it's going to be called Live, Die, Repeat, and Repeat. Right, so I've done a nearly 2-hour test. Are we all done? Are we satisfied?
I would say pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, it's working, you know. Mission success. Great success.
Got 27 watching on Rumble. And only 1 thumbs up.
Yeah, thank you.
Like and subscribe. If you like what you see here, subscribe to us.
Don't hit the bell notification because Rumble doesn't bother with any of that bullshit. Fuck YouTube, fuck Susan. I know you're retired now, but
all hail Rumble.
Yes.
Right.
If you're on YouTube now, you fucking suck, and I hate you.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
If you're on Rumble, yeah, go fuck yourself. If you're on Rumble, you're all right.
So as Wesley says, that Thursdays at 1900 GMT, that's 2 p.m. Yank time.
Yeah.
Stay spooky. Fuck YouTube. We're Rumble now. We is Rumble now.